Okay, here we go. Hey guys, it's Stunt. This is a live commentary of my new Super Metroid Project Base version 0.8, 100% world record in 4152 RTA and 30 IGT, which is in-game time. However, this video does not label the IGT because I got so excited that I got a 41. I went to go turn my mic on and I accidentally hit stop recording. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. So yeah, I wanted to do a live commentary for it because I had my mic off during the run because I was focusing. And this is actually the first run of the night. As you know, I don't have really good internet, so I've been doing a lot of my speed runs offline, recording through OBS. So, yeah, I was focusing, so I had my mic turned off. So I wanted to do a live commentary of it because this run was fantastic. There's definitely a lot wrong with it, but all in all, it was very, very, very solid. And I wanted to give you guys some sort of real live commentary because I know I just upload runs and really don't talk about things. So I want to talk about some of the strats and stuff that go along with this route and movement techniques that I've been working on that kind of give you a better idea of why this speedrun is so difficult. So with further ado, let's get started. Get a little Stunt Section here. So Series Station is really standard. There's really nothing to it. You just get to the bottom, fight Ridley, and then get to the top. This is me texting my coworker Travis that I wasn't going to be playing Destiny tonight. Okay, so what I do there is I kind of like hug that wall, and then when Ridley swoops, you hit the wall and you can jump up. The new project version has steam patterns, which kind of just takes some getting used to. So like I said, series is pretty standard. A normal series time, you'll get in between 106 to 108, sometimes a 109. 109 obviously isn't very good, but with the new Steam, it's better than nothing. The Steam is very, very touchy in this version. Okay, so I want to explain this opening menu, and it probably doesn't make much sense to why I do it if you're just like watching it, but I go in the menu and I go over, I turn the HUD to speed so you can see the input display. That's just a preference thing. But I also turn the beam flicker, which makes it so the game only traces your beam for the half amount of frames that it's on the screen. So that reduces a lot of shot lag throughout the entire run because you're going to have plasma wave ice for a good majority of the run, and that just creates a lot of lag on screen. So turning that off reduces lag everywhere late game. And then I also turn screen shake off as well. Screen shake can save you time. If you shine spark into a wall, the screen will shake. If you go through rooms like the Zebtite room and rooms that have a lot of like actual like screen shake to it. It reduces the lag in all those rooms. The only thing it makes longer is the Kraid entrance. This is a really bad climb. The intro to Kraid, actually, you can lose time for some reason. Turning screen shake off there makes the intro cutscene for him a little longer, but it's still worth. It's not worth menuing to turn it back on to turn it back off. So, so this is the whole parlor section. There is pretty standard. Just go down, get your stuff, come back up. This is the new bomb chorizo skip. So right here, I'm gonna go back for a second. So what I do is I go and I jump in air. And what I have to do is I have to unmorph on, there's 2 frames you can do it. There's the last frame before she unmorphs, and then there's the exact frame after she begins to unmorph. You press up right over the bombs, and then you buffer an input through the item select or the item acquisition text. You hold run, down, left, and jump, and she will automatically backflip through the door. Here, if you do the second to last frame unmorph, you have to tap up. It's really weird. So you saw that I did more of like an up left, so that's kind of crappy, but I didn't lose that much time. So here's our Alcatraz escape. On this version, you can insta-bomb by holding down, so I pretty much never use standard bombs ever. I pretty much always insta-bomb. So we're making our way to Bryn Star here. And a 425 Bryn is actually really solid. Okay, so this is your typical early supers. But what's cool is you can do like auto morph into tunnels by holding a down angle. So I can run at a hole and then auto morph into it, which is really cool. That saves a little bit of time not having to jump and then mock through. I'm gonna do my quick falls here. There's another instance right there of quick morphing through a tunnel. This is just we have like early Bryn Star acquisition and then late Bryn Star, so we get all the green Bryn Star stuff first time around, and then grab all the big pink stuff. Well, a big majority of the big pink stuff later in the run. Right here, I do a moonfall into a insta-bomb PBK clip, which I made a recent video about if you're confused about that. But this allows us to get power bombs before we go to Kraid, so we can go behind Kraid instantly and go get speed and wave and do Bubble Mountain and all the upper Norfair cleanup. There's some really poor D boosts there. That's okay though. D boost stands for damage boost, so when you hit a spike you can hit the opposite direction and press and hold jump. You'll fly in that direction. A lot of the strats for the early game, besides the bomb chorizo skip, are pretty much exactly like 7.3. That's also a new little area there with those little bombable blocks. So I do a moonfall here and fall straight down. And make that a little bit faster. Now, in my route, I opt to not go down right. Oh, hold on one second. I opt to not go down right after charge. I know I've seen routes where people go straight to X-ray and do that from there, that's a viable option. Like you could definitely do that. However, I like to get Rolling Hills missile early, and then there's another slight thing I do here. There is a streamer by the name of Edtex, or EODTEX. He actually suggested throwing a power bomb down here as you go through to open this door. So I've picked that up from him, going bam like that. So that opens the power bomb door up there, making it so I don't have to open it later. So that saves like a second. And that's a little strat called ladder mocking, where you can jump out of mock ball and go back into it. Okay, so I think I biffed this moonfall. I do. But you can moonfall there, and then I get the second one here. So this is called a no-stop Spazer Lake. So you just have to very carefully know where you're jumping there to not lose momentum. And we got Spazer. So due to some of the bad movement, I happen to lose time back to 0.0 again. Oh, there's another instance of quick morphing there. So this is a strat I'm really happy with right here, with how I deal with the mini grades. Pop, 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 jump, jump, boom. And that's a lot of running off the ledge and tapping X to go into a spin, instead of jumping off of the platforms there. See, okay, so this is not having screen shake. Some reason makes this a little bit longer, but not by much. And bop bop, jump, bop bop, done. Easy win. Gold split on Meridia by 0.7. Nice. This is a strat coming up here that I call I call this the Gala Room. Galamos came up with this strat, but I also slightly changed it. So it used to be a charge beam, but charge beam causes a little bit of lag going through that room. So what I did is I shoot, automorph, and then insta bombing now works with power bombs. So you can throw a power bomb down, it'll open the door before you get there. Pop, pop, auto power bomb, and you're through the door. Super sleek. And you're not wasting any lag frames with charge beam. I have to remember if I biff speed here. Yep. That's probably another second wasted. It's okay. So, Upper Norfair here, the east side is a little bit different, because you he changed up Bubble Mountain a bit. So the upper half, where like the reserve and missile and stuff like that, the strats are slightly different. But I think I've come up with a pretty decent strat for it. I'll explain it when we get there. I went to my old ways and backflipped through that door and totally biffed it, but it's okay. So you're gonna break out of a spin right there, and you'll catch that platform. And here's where the strat changes. So you get the reserve tank here, keeping your momentum, and you're going to go over, break out, come down here, and shoot over like that. Ideally, you want to land on this platform and spark back, but yeah, that didn't happen this time. It's a lot of really, really fast movement and not really that good of visual cues right there. Although I keep forgetting that you can hold the direction away from where you're sparking and you'll slightly slow down. So maybe I need to start implementing that more often when I need to land on a specific spot. Also, right here, I do what's called a moon grab. I've explained these before, but I'll explain it again. So right here, I'm jumping into this item. And if you work on your positioning, you can make it somewhat consistent. So I'm going to land, like the next frame will be a standing animation or standing pose for Samus. So when she lands, she'll be standing straight up. Now what I do is you're not going to see it until after the item acquisition goes away, but I'll be holding run, Y, and left. And due to the speed keep mechanic that Project Base has, I'll land and I will keep my momentum, do moonwalk, and turn right around and go right out of the room. It's actually really slick. Like that. That allows for that mock outside of that room. It's a really precise strat, but if you start getting used to it, you can do it like everywhere, and it's really cool. Insta power bomb there too. Saves a little bit of time. Then I shoot the beam to open that door after killing that Nova. And save in 2 seconds. I don't know where, but... Also, the breaking out of Shine Spark saves time everywhere. Literally everywhere. Every time you do a Shine Crash, it's about a 2.5 second loss, so... And you just save so much time by being able to bust out of Spark and get to new, like, other areas faster, like right here. Pop, right up. Instead of crashing into the wall, wasting 2 seconds, and then it's just a lot better. And breaking out of it like this, right back into, yeah, exactly. It's just super cool. So this right here is a new strat I just started doing, where I go through and Shine Spark up. I accidentally bonked the door. You can actually come in here and go right back around. You could actually technically do moon grab in that room, but it's really hard. And then, yeah, you kind of do like a Reckos situation, which is... Reckos we call wreck ship echoes. So you're using your speed keep echoes to break through shot and bomb blocks and stuff. That was an instance right there. You'll see it again later in Three Musketeers. But you can insta-bomb in midair, and I break this block before even being on the ground. So that's really cool too. Really, really solid red tower. In fact, I think this whole next area is pretty awesome. The 1350 for here is also really good. 1350 red tower is like where you want to be. I do think I really, I think I messed this up pretty bad. Yeah, I do. This is a good, like, 5-second loss between, like, everything there. Maybe like 4 seconds, but still not good. So this is Reckos, and then you jump through here, and then you blast over. And, it's a kind of a new thing. I didn't mention it earlier, but when I went up, I got dash ball like right after X-ray. And that's so I'm not wasting a ton of time backtracking after getting it right in the beginning. I'm getting it at an ideal point where I'm going to be getting the most out of dash ball the entire run. I had a route prior to this. I think it was my first run I did of Hondo in version 0.8, where I picked up dash ball immediately after getting like morph and missiles and stuff, but it was just way too slow because you really didn't use the bomb, or you didn't use dash ball enough in the beginning to really make it worth it, doing all that backtracking. Okay, so this is fan 2, of which I got a mid, which in my 4202 I got a slow, so that's better than nothing. You can see me go, okay, I'll take it. Alright, decent fan tune. Oh yeah, I bonked here too. It's like another like 3 or 4 seconds. Now this set of rooms I'm super happy with. We do what's called a carry underwood, Jesus take the wheel. This is what this strat is called here, where you literally float above water. Boop, boop. It was just a goofy like strat we named on stream. This is also a really hard room to mitigate and make sure you do correctly, because you have to pop out and land on a spot that isn't a hole and recreate a shine charge. Also, I think I get a slam dunk. Jeez. I think I get a slam dunk here. Pop? Yeah, pretty close. It was like an unoptimal slam dunk. So what you can want to do is break out of spin and just like stick the landing into that Chozo's hands there. Interesting, interesting. So yeah, I could have saved a little more time here had I not bonked doing Apollo Spark, which Apollo Spark is when you go straight through all those rooms in the main hub of Wreck Ship. There's another moon grab. I messed that up, but that's okay. I think I was just anxious at this point. Okay, so on to Meridia. So this is where we get plasma early, because in 7.3 and forward, you can get plasma before Dragon. It's somewhat of an exploit, but yeah, it's really not hard to get before the fight. So we used to have to do a crystal flash clip to get it before. Yeah, in this run specifically, I needed my Meridia to be good. Mainly because it was not that great in this PB, and you can see here I save a ton of time on plasma, like around 6 seconds. Get a moonfall here. Save a little extra time. I think it's like a second. Like at this point, you're pushing so hard just to not mess up and save time. That's new in 0.8. Those blocks right there being speedable. They're like bomb blocks, but right here is a cool strat if you can nail it. Let me show you again. So you speed through and you can jump out at the right time. You can like mock here, like whoop, but I accidentally unmorphed because I thought I missed it when in reality I hit it and I freaked out. Probably because it's such a tight window to get that mock ball. So this is a very standard microwave Dragon. There's really nothing to talk about here. There is a somewhat of a distinct pattern of hitting the button to get the most out of it, but that's, I mean, that's really it. Okay, so this, I have to reset my short charge in this room like that, and then I grab the item and go down. This is the bot wound skip. So in this version, the item is outside of bot wound again. So we just use the sand pit to go up and to the left. And aqueduct items are super easy to get. Another moon grab there. This is kind of like a work in progress strat. I kind of bailed on it because I freaked out. I still got to practice that more. You can diagonal spark up in kind of over this area. It's really weird. Maybe I'll make a video on it at some point. Deboost was a little too high, so I hit the ceiling. But you can deboost all the way to that door when coming out of that sand pit. This area was really solid. So in Project, to get to Spring Ball, you can do a crumble clip, kind of like how PBK works right here. You just backflip through that block. $22.38 Spring Ball, pretty good. This is kind of a work in progress too. I still think it saved a little bit of time, but maybe not, I don't know. So I'm getting sand pits in a unique way to where I don't have to do any more backtracking. And now I'm just going to leave through the front of Aqueduct here. This moonfall here is really cool too. So this is a new thing here. Sparking up like that and jumping out and then moon falling down. That makes this room really, really cool. And we're just gonna grab Main Street Missile and be on our way out of Meridia. We got everything. And I like, if you're like even interested in Hondo, like I highly encourage learning this route because it's actually not too hard. It's just getting some of the finer details of the game down. Like getting consistent with like movement and learning all the strats and stuff, but just like the route itself is fairly safe. This is the sauna. This is a really, really hard room to do and optimize. So this is a room I'm trying to get moon grab with, and it's really hard, but I had like a half moon grab there. And in point 8, the backside of Ridley here is bombable, so, or a speed booster, so you can just go right through it. Also, hidden path here. Pretty suave of them to hide that path on the bottom there. So everything in this room is destructible now, so you can just run down and kind of blow everything up. And this right here, you can get a moon grab off this too, but I was just slightly too high and I missed it. But you can easily recover with a backflip there to get back where you're going. This, however, is probably one of the hardest rooms in the game to do well. I finally think I figured out like a new way to do it, right? Like this, and you pop up like that. Very clean. I think I save a lot of time on Mickey's here. That was a good 2 seconds, and at this point 2 seconds is it's quite a bit of time. Also, jumping out of like that, this is new too. There's just like a lot of stuff that is doable because you can break out of Spark. It's really cool. There's so many new strat opportunities. The rest of Norfair here is pretty standard though. But an insta power bomb there to blow stuff up a lot quicker. Spark kill these guys just to not waste any supers. The Ridley strat is fairly new. I don't really know of anyone else that does the Ridley strat. I'd really messed this room up. Really bad. The new Hondo Ridley strat though is super missile juggle. It's honestly super free, and then I just finished the fight off with plasma. See, if you had like 28 supers like you typically would want, it almost melts him immediately. So me losing only like 4-ish seconds was actually really good, all things considered. GT is kind of an anomaly. The Project GT kind of sucks. He's got this weird behavior where he just kind of does whatever the heck he wants. There's no set pattern. He doesn't really stand still like vanilla. Kind of just walks around and is an idiot. But I did save a lot of time here. So this is also good too. You break out here, you open this door, And then what you do is you do a slope speed jump right here to come up here, catch it, get the missile, hop up, break out, get another one. And then what I used to do a backflip, but it's really slow. Now you do one of these. Yeah, that's what you do. It's really good. So you can get to the left faster. You pop up. I accidentally bonk here because I'm just slightly too far left, but thankfully it was towards the top and not like at the bottom, where I would have, the run would have like pretty much been over if I would have bonked anywhere else but there. Crocomire, just blast him in the face and just hang out. The bowling ball effect. Ooh, yeah, I'm really tired. This run basically took all my energy out of me because I was just so focused. I go into Morph here. I don't know if it really helps, but anything to reduce like mandatory screen shake lag. Good time save though. It's all the new post Ridley strats with speed and stuff. Really save a lot of time. Also this here, you break out and jump up. Immediately pop up, then you break out. Jump here, get slope on this. Pop. And come through. You pop up and break out at the top. And you got yourself a good LN clear. All brand new strats because you can break out of spin and stuff. So this strat's the exact same strat as earlier, to come up here to get dash ball, but we're gonna go left. This is really hard to do. The goal is to get a moon grab and go right back, but that's a really hard one because the ceiling is so weird in that room. That's also a vanilla super location that got added back in, which I think is really cool because they wanted to add a dash ball into the game, so they took the missile that was where dash ball was and put it there. Also, this room right here where you get this E-tank, so this is called blue E-tank or blue Brinstar E-tank. So there's two ways you can do this. You can do what's called morning blue, which is get it early in the game, or you can do midnight blue, which is get it late in the game. Morning being early, midnight being late. So some people swear by morning blue because they feel like, well, I'm already down here getting alpha missile, I'm just gonna grab it. And there's some people that like midnight blue. Midnight blue saves a little bit of time because you have speed booster and space jump and a ton of movement upgrades, where you save just a slight bit of backtracking time if you execute it absolutely perfectly. I think it's almost the same, but I just wanted to talk about the differentiation there. So this is a midnight blue route, so you see this E-tank later, whereas in some instances you'll see it early in the game. Just a little knowledge there. So earlier when I opened the Rolling Hills door, this is why, because I can go right through and save some time. And it sets up all these little strats here. This room I just really mess up somehow. And you would want to get a moon grab off that item, but I messed that up. didn't quite jump high enough. So the routing, this I severely mess up. You want to get stuck in the door transition, and your spark will just kill all three of those enemies right there. And then you just turn around and open the door, but I got all jacked up. Did it all wrong. So that was like about 3 seconds there. The routing for Brinstar Clean, aka Big Pink, is a little different because we used to have to fight Spore Spawn because the item behind his the boss, actually, being the super missile, the door was locked. But in the new version, it's unlocked again, so we just set up the scroll glitch with a super here and pop through and skip the Spore Spawn fight, which is honestly what a good amount of some of this time save comes from, is just being able to skip the Spore Spawn fight and go right over to this. However, just because I had a sloppy Brinstar section, I lost a good 3 or 5 seconds. So that's easy time save later. But that is a big section. So Criteria cleanup here is probably one of the hardest sections of the entire game, because you have to go through rooms that are very tight corridor-like. There's a lot of weird, jagged rooms you got to deal with. I just completely messed that up. So what I do is I get a slope here, slope speed, and I go across this room. Then I turn around at the last second, and I get a short charge. And you can spark back, which is really cool. Or a shine charge, rather, not a short charge. This I also kind of miffed. I hit that. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in time, but I did. And this is actually really cool. I think I got a moon grab on this door as well. Or a moon grab here. Pop. Yeah, so I got like a half a moon grab, is worth it. And this is just awesome. This is the hole-in-one. It's a 1 or 2 frame morph strat. And then we do gauntlet to the last 2 items. And whammo. And there's 100%. So that's really nice that they tell you you got 100%. So you don't have to watch the credits anymore to verify. So if you don't see that little like 100% item acquired, you know you missed something. So it's peace of mind earlier in the run, so you're just like, okay, I just got to finish it out. So that's actually really good on the mental side of things. I don't even remember. I look so dazed over there. I don't even remember what I was thinking at this point. I was just so like, I don't know, so lost in the thought that like this could be a 41. All right, Turian time. This is where it all comes together. Very solid. That Turian Section is a lot of practice of being able to equip and unequip and equip and unequip supers, and very machine gun like shoot supers and ice, supers, ice, supers, ice, like in order. This I messed up. If you angle shoot down here, that Rinka will just like take its sweet time to show up. That's very rough. I think I lose like 4 seconds here or something. 2, 3, 4, about 5. So there's a good 5-second save right there too. Okay, so this, I want to explain this because this is important and it's brand new. So what I'm doing here is I need to take enough damage to set myself up for what's called stand-up glitch. So in other versions, you would take 3 E-tanks worth of damage for the rainbow beam. If you had gravity turned off and had Varia equipped, you would take 2 E-tanks, and if you had just power suit equipped, you'd take 1 E-tank. They shift the damage to around 90, I think it's 90 damage, no matter what you're wearing. So what I had to do was set my health up so that I've got I think it's like 117 health or something like that. Something really low. But you want it to be 1 E-tank and some change. It doesn't matter what it is. Just 1 E-tank and then some health to set yourself up for the perfect amount of health to get stand up. So you see me backflipping into Mother Brain's head, because when you're backflipping, you're taking frame damage, which sets yourself up for very quick health drain. So I'm going to show you that again after explaining it. You'll see exactly the steps I took to set myself up for the perfect health before the Mother Brain fight starts. And that's why you see me hurting myself here. There we go. 147, which is perfect. In the upper left, there's the charge bar. So I'm looking at that out of the corner of my eye. And when that turns green, that's the exact moment that I can let go and do charge damage. Right here, I spark, pop right there to allow myself to stand back up after getting rainbowed. It's very, very disappointing to miss that. There are different setups for stand-up glitch. Some are more consistent than others. This is just the one I'm comfortable doing. And stand-up glitch here allows you to shoot Mother Brain in the head during this animation here. Otherwise, you'd just be sitting on the ground, not doing anything, just wasting time, and then you have to do the whole Mother Brain fight. But our goal is to just literally have her dead by the time this thing starts. And whammo. She's done. Down for the count. So escape is really cool now because we can break out of spin. So we shoot through here and break out and go down. That was kind of poor because I missed the door right there. We can shoot up here and break out and then go into this next room and shoot up there. And then I do a moonfall here, and then when I land, I shoot back up and then break out again. Land and come up here and shoot like that. It's pretty cool. That's one of my favorite strats in the entire game because it looks so slick and it feels cool when you pull it off. You shoot up, break out. I missed the shine spark over here, so but that's whatever. And then I say yes, and then I get so excited that I literally stop the video. I meant to turn my mic on to talk, but I just end the video there. So anyway, that is my 4152. Let me get it here. Yeah. So that is the 4152 project base 100%. Obviously this could be better. There's some definite time loss in the run, especially like in Turian. I don't know what that was, but before Ridley, there's some more time saved. So I might come back to it and really try to push my time down some more. But I think I'm going to take a break from Hondo for a bit because I've just been pushing it for like 2.5 weeks straight, like almost 4 days a week. And I think I need to take a break from it. So I'll probably come back to it, but I want to do RBO next. So we're going to do reverse boss order speed runs starting tomorrow, probably. So, all right, guys. I hope this kind of shedded. I hope this helped shed some light on what goes on behind the scenes of the Hondo speedrun. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So, yeah, that's it. 4152. I'll upload the actual video as well, the actual run itself, so that I'm not like pausing and backing up and going through stuff, so you can actually see the run as a whole. So cool. All right, thanks guys, and I'll see you later. RBO run start tomorrow. See ya.